I'm Alexis Schwerha with Campus Reform, and you're watching 5 Big Questions. Southeastern Legal Foundation sent a demand letter to Iowa State University on October 3rd that alleged it enforces a policy on campus that violates students' right to free speech. The policy under fire states that students can only reserve space for tabling activities 8 times per semester, to which the legal group accuses actively silences student organizations who have already allotted their time. Joining me now is a student at Iowa State University, Elliott Fox. He is here to speak out about the policy and tell us more about it. Elliott, thank you so much for joining me.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So can you tell us how this policy has impacted your own student experience?
So one of the biggest things that I saw was, you can reserve it for up to 4 days in a row. So there's student orgs that could hold it for 32 straight days. But, then the organizations I'm a part of, we were only out tabling 1 day at a time. So, we can only get 8 total days in a semester, which when you're a very active organization on campus, that really squanders you, especially, when it's freezing outside and you don't want to stand outside and traffic on campus is really slowed down.
Absolutely. And has the university responded to the letter?
As far as I know, they haven't. I haven't heard anything back from the Legal Foundation, and from there, once I hear something back, then we can take more action to, really show the school that we should kind of step up, because the school has been really good on showing us that our First Amendment rights are protected on campus. And this was just that one little bitty thing that they hadn't taken care of yet.
Absolutely. So you identify this policy that needs changed. You've taken some legal action. What else are you doing to try to change this policy on campus?
I'm, as myself and a part of other organizations, I am making sure that everybody is aware of it, so that, when the school comes back with their response, we are able to step up and go to, the Board of Regents, the president of the school, and say, hey, we really do think this needs to be changed, because, it's not hurting, just the conservative students on campus, but everybody in general, and just hurting people for wanting to be an activist on campus.
And I'm glad you brought that up. This doesn't only just target conservative speech, it's targeting all speech for every student organization on campus. But here at the Leadership Institute's Campus Reform, we report exclusively on liberal bias on college campuses. And we see a lot of times that these unconstitutional policies do unproportionately target conservative, Republican, libertarian students. So how are the conservative students treated on your own campus compared to the more liberal groups?
Well, you see from our side and point of view is that, we get more of the, biased policies that are faced towards us, just for the fact that, our liberal groups on campus aren't active by any means. So when you have policies like this in place and you have people that are set out to squander our speech, it's, the active conservative groups that are getting hurt, because they're the ones that are out on campus and not the liberal groups.
And my final question to you, what do people need to know about student speech rights on college campuses?
The number one thing they need to realize is that, free speech is granted to every person by our Constitution. And it's something that should be protected not only on our college campuses, but all across our nation. And we've gotten too far away from that, and we want to squander speech anymore, especially on the left side of the aisle. And, that's not what it's about. Even if you don't like free speech, you have to get along with it, because, it is granted to us.
Elliott, thank you so much for the time and coming on to speak out against this policy. Best of luck.
Yeah, thank you so much.